first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
12. First down, Seahawks.
From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it's 3rd down.
Watson on 3rd down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
First down.
from the red zone now. Watson got Gordon open, completes it. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Watson looks to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Vincent Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Saints nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson from left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
22. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try to pull the ball is out. Watson lost it. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Able to find Harris, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Saints 0.
Got some breathing room, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Yeah,
like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, trying to get things settled down.
A big run by the big man, Fournette. 41 yards on the ground.
The 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was brought down by 20.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finds his tight end Ingram. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. On 1st down, it's Watson. Able to get this to Gordon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another 1st down, as this time they get an even 20.
1st down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have pegged it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Again, it's Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, Watson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with Fournette. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
Oh, ball battled in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here at 32. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mays. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
An interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And 1.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go with a big back foot, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run with Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
At the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seattle.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that is incomplete here. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again is Watson. And he fends him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Deshaun Hand. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Third and long, it's Watson. And he'll air throw this one deep for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Taken down at the 18.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Troy Pride that time gets the tackle. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Waters. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And for the 3rd time today, it's an interception. Picked up by Troy Pride. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing now, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Josh Gordon. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the victory here for Seattle. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaunt.